Well, I just love that. Let's just definitely be kinder to ourselves in the new year. I think we have all learned that break. Give yourselves some grace and an extra pat on your back when you do something that you do love about yourself. All right, if you are looking for a little bit of healthy self-improvement and you're going to get an activity in this morning, then we've got great weather to do it. We're dry, we've got clear skies, it's just cold. So if you're going to go for an early run, then you're going to want to dress in layers. If you're heading out for a hike, know that sunrise is not until 7:32 this morning. Good morning for a bike ride. We've got those dry roads. Just again, you're going to need a little extra coverage on you. Our air quality is improving though. In these early morning hours, we do still have some stagnant air, so it's closer to that unhealthy range, but by the time is up, it clears out our particles, and then we're back in the moderate range for the next several days, which is a nice change coming off of those really hazardous air quality conditions that we had to start the new year. Now, right now, I did say it's cold, and it is out there. We're sitting at 34 in Chandler, upper 30s in Mesa, as well as Glendale and Avondale. Phoenix, one of the only spots that's actually sitting in the 40s this morning. Once everybody does get into the 40s in that sunrise hour, then we're going to linger there. It's going to stay chilly right at 40 degrees or so through that 8 o'clock hour. Even through 10 o'clock, we're still just in the upper 40s. By 11, we finally cross over into the 50s, and then it's going to take us until about 3 o'clock this afternoon to make our way into the 60s. But we are looking at a forecast high of 65 today in Mesa and Scottsdale, as well as Gilbert. Ahwatukee at 64 today, same temperature in Santan Valley and Apache Junction. Carefree, one of the only spots that's likely to stay in the upper 50s today here in the valley. Over in the West Valley, we're looking at that high of 65 to be reflected in Wickenburg, as well as Luke Air Force Base, Avondale and Levine. Anthem staying a little cooler as well. 61 is your forecast high. And the average for this time of year is 66. So we're pretty close to that, give or take a couple of degrees. Very similar temperatures off to our west, stretching from Yuma on up through Bullhead City. We're looking at the mid 60s. Across the Verde Valley area, places like Sedona will be in the mid 50s today. Again, very similar to what we saw yesterday. So really nice day if you want to go up and explore nature a little bit and get some of that fresh air. It's just going to be really crisp when it hits your lungs. North of the rim, we've got some 50s in Heber, Show Low and Window Rock today, but Flagstaff, Page and the Grand Canyon all staying in the 40s. Now looking ahead to this week, high pressure will stay in control of our forecast despite a disturbance that's moving in off the west coast. We're not going to get any moisture out of that over the next 7 days. So if you've got to wash that car, we're going to give you the green light to go ahead and do it as we stay dry. Not helpful for our drought conditions, but certainly helpful to get that honeydew list in. And because of that high pressure, we're warming into the 70s starting tomorrow and continuing through the end of the week. So a little warmer than the average for this time of year, but still nice and comfortable out there, Mark.